In this video, I'm going to go over the title page for your manuscript. Your manuscript being your lit review and the final paper for this class. Now the title page is going to let the reader know what your paper is about. It's going to tell them who the author is and what their affiliation is. In other words, what school are you associated with? Now in the 7th edition of the APA manual, the running head is not required for student papers. However, for this class, the running head is required. I think it's an important tool for you to have. And so here you can see the running head, and please note that it is in all caps. It is an abbreviated title. It is not just simply your title. If your title is short, you don't want to just simply put the title up here in caps and call it your running head. A lot of times it's kind of those keywords, maybe your independent variable and dependent variable listed. It doesn't have to be a complete sentence, and again, it is in all caps, and please note that you do not need the words running head as you did in previous editions of the APA manual. And the margin here is going to be 1 inch, because remember, all of our margins in APA are 1 inch. Over here we have the page number. So the title page will start with page 1, and then the rest of the pages will be numbered consecutively. Now remember, the margin here should be a 1 inch margin. However, you can look here and see that this isn't quite 1 inch. This distance is not the same as this distance, and that is okay. Your running head can fall within that 1 inch margin. Here's the title of my paper, and please note how all of the main words are capitalized. Remember, this is called title case. So the title of your paper is here in bold, in title case, and it should not exceed 12 words. It should be a descriptive title. A lot of times, again, it's going to include a mention of the independent variable and the dependent variable. Now for this first assignment, if you don't know exactly what your title is going to be, that's fine. Try to put something down. Don't just call it the title of my paper. Try to put something down. You know right now what your research question is. You know what your main topic is. So put that in there. If it changes before you submit your lit review, that's fine. It's just trying to get something down. And then I can also give you some feedback on whether I think it's a good title or not. Your full name will go next. Then your affiliation, which is your Department of Psychology. And then we're going to be Orange Coast College. You'll list your class, you list my name, and then the full date. Now notice here that the title of my paper is not right up here at the top. It's spaced down about 3 to 4 lines. And then also note that there's a gap here between the title of my paper and your name. So we're going to do 1 blank double space. So again, you shouldn't be just adding in spaces. You should type this all in, then go and do the double space. And I'll show you how to do that in the Word and Google examples for making your title page. And then you're going to add an extra space, an extra blank double space here between your title of your paper and your full name. So again, just to go over what the title should be like, it should summarize the main idea. It should be a standalone explanation. Avoid questions. Sometimes you'll see questions in titles of papers, but true APA would not really put a question. You're going to mention your independent and dependent variables. We want to avoid any abbreviations. And the title is important. So while we're not going to be publishing our papers in a peer-reviewed journal or anything like that, it's important to understand the importance of the title. It is used for indexing in databases. It's used to pull out keywords. So keep that in mind as you go forward. If you publish anything, that title really is important. Again, we want it to be centered between the margins. Just like the rest of all that information on the title page, it's going to be typed in upper and lower case, which is what we call title case. And this title, not only is it going to go here on the title page, but it's also going to be your first level heading when you start the introduction to your lit review. And this document, it's in the Canvas page for you, but just to have some key notes here that all margins are 1 inch. That should be default in most word processing programs that you're using. Again, the abbreviated title, it's in all caps. Our page number here, the title's 3 to 4 lines from the top margin. It is in title case, in bold, 1 blank double space line. This is all double spaced and centered. And then with all of that stuff, this is what that title page looks like. Obviously, you have lots of gap down there, but this is what your title page should look like when you submit it to the assignment.